49. I think we may see that today.
So back to the blue track in Paris. Nielsen of Great Britain, runner-up in her national championship last weekend, gets the draw in lane 8.
Lika Klaver, teammate of Femke Bol on that World Championship 4x4 as we closed a spectacular World Championships in Budapest. She's run 50.08 this year.
Poland has always had really strong 400-meter runners. Their relays are nearly unbeatable at global championships. Kaczmarek, third fastest in the world this year in the 400.
Here's a 27-year-old Paulino, personal best 48.7. I think, based on how close we are to the Olympics, we're going to see, if not a season's best, maybe even a personal best from her today. She'll be in fire.
Survive and advance, and that's exactly what Alexis Holmes did, surviving the U.S. trials and advancing to represent the U.S. in Paris.
Sawaid Nasser was world champion in 2019, running 48.14. She's now coming back from a whereabouts ban.
Be close, the Romanian national champion, the 25-year-old, will race out of lane number 2.
Rossier was part of the French 4x4 that made the World Championship 4x4 final and finished behind the Netherlands last year at Worlds. So we have Paulino, undefeated this year. Kaczmarek, she'll be just to the outside of Paulino, and Alexis Holmes, the third place finisher from the U.S. trials, not to mention Nasser. Should be a pretty good race. We expect Paulino to win, and I just feel like it's time for Paulino, who now sits at 7th best in the world. Of course, that list led by Sydney McLaughlin-Levrone at 48.75. I think it's time for Paulino to show that she's ready to run 48 as well. It's going to take 48 to win in Paris.
3 women have run sub 49 this year, including Sydney McLaughlin-Levrone, who will not race this distance in Paris.
Set.
Women's 400. So keep an eye on Paulino in 5, Kaczmarek in 6, and Nasser in lane number 3. Fairly even on the stagger here, Otto, as they head to the backstretch.
Yeah, that's about as even as the stagger can be past 100. Now you see Sawaid Nasser going past Holmes. And as usual, Paulino, no real injection of pace until she gets to 200. So now she's past 200, and you see the move now from the world champion in the yellow. But Sawaid Nasser is going with her, Paul.
Yeah, on the inside in 3. Nasser having a very good run coming off the final turn. But now Paulino is moving ahead. Kaczmarek of Poland trying to close the gap on Nasser. Holmes storming at the last minute, but it's all Paulino across the line, and she gets that season's best down to 49.20. Looking in good form as she's thinking about Paris in 3 weeks' time.
Yeah, we expected some sort of an improvement from Paulino. She's been back home training while the Diamond League took a break for various Olympic trials. So she comes here and sort of reconfirms Kaczmarek in second, has to be helped off the floor. But to me, the story of this race is Nasser back? Because for about 325 meters, she looked like the world champion from 5 years ago until Paulino pulled away. So I think a lot of quarter milers in the world will look and say, uh-oh, Sawaid Nasser for about 300 looked like the old Sawaid Nasser, and that means that she could be a contender come Paris. But for now, Paulino continues her undefeated streak in 2024.
Yeah, reminder, Nasser still number 3 all-time in this event, 48.14, and that race in Doha to win the world title in 2019. Previous to this race, her season's best 50.32, so a half second off that. And Paulino takes her personal